Hey, everyone, and welcome to episode number 46 of the Kris Rose Rotation, a production of JOMBOY Media. We welcome in Lucas Giolito with our fingers crossed today, thanks to the Wi-Fi in Kansas City. What happened? Is it so hot there that it's burned through everything, equipment-wise?
It's been an issue at this hotel for my entire career. You know, me being an avid gamer and whatnot. This is a trip where you got to come prepared with something else, maybe a book.
Are you reading right now? Because you are a Harvard Westlake grad.
I am not currently reading any books. I am kind of on the lookout, talking with Liam. He's a big time reader. I actually just hit up my uncle to send Liam some signed copies of his work because Liam's kind of into sci-fi, fantasy, stuff like that. And good old Uncle Mark has written some in that genre. So,
okay, good. Let's see here. Boy, did you have a good break, didn't you?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
But come on, fill us in.
Fantastic.
Yeah, let us know. I want the whole deal.
Okay. Well, you were just asking if it was wonderful. I didn't know you wanted details yet.
Yeah, I do.
It was wonderful. No, it was great. So we had the All-Star break, 3 days off. I flew home all the way from Baltimore to Sacramento. And my wife picked me up from the airport. It's my first time seeing her in, man, I don't know, a couple months at least. And then the next day we headed out to beautiful Lake Tahoe, where we quickly learned that I'll probably never Airbnb again.
Whoa. What happened?
Yeah, it was quite the adventure. So, Kris, have you ever been to Lake Tahoe in the summertime?
Lucas, not only have I been to Lake Tahoe, my first television job full time was in Reno, Nevada, 50 miles from Lake Tahoe. So I have.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
You probably hopped over there all the time.
It's the best place. I love it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's wonderful wintertime as well as summertime, which is when we went. So kind of to lay it out, I don't know, a week or two before, Ari and I were talking, hey, let's kind of get away. She kind of had a little break in her schedule that synced up with the All-Star break. I mean, she still had to work, but she was able to like go away, which was good. And I was like, all right. And I was kind of looking at hotels, looking at various properties and whatnot, just to be able to nab for a couple days. And I was thinking, actually, you know what? I said Airbnb earlier. It's not their fault. It was Verbo, VRBO.
Oh yeah, now they're the transition party. Yeah, they're the
that's
middle.
That's who I have a vendetta against now. So I was thinking, you know, instead of staying in a hotel, I stay in hotels all the time. Ari's in hotels all the time when she visits me and when we're on the road. Let's change it up. I want to rent like an entire house cabin with the water. We'll, you know, more space. We'll bring the dog. It will be great. And so we get on the road to Lake Tahoe from where we live, about a 2-hour drive. And when we're on the highway on the way there, this is completely off topic, but we're on the highway on the way there, and a far left lane, carpool lane, we're driving, and there's like this crazy car accident about 60 feet in front of us. It's going all the way across. It was like the middle lanes, and a woman and I think she was on her phone and like was like going and kind of like veering off, and then noticed she was veering off, and it was that like, oh shit, and she just went all the way across and clipped the car, and they went sideways all the way into the shoulder right in front of us. So I had to slam the brakes, pull off in the shoulder. I call 911, get out. I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? Everybody was all right. And as I'm kind of describing where we are on the highway and what I witnessed, the one lady takes off. So hit and run. Yeah. And my wife and I are helping this other couple that they got the brunt of it pretty bad, but they ended up being fine. Ari gave her phone number to the driver of that vehicle, and they texted us the next day. Thank you. We're good. Just some bumps and bruises. So I hope that the hit and run driver was caught, though.
Well, can we stop there for a second? Did the people get out of the car and they're like, I have you on my fantasy team. This is so weird.
No.
Okay.
No.
I had to ask.
No, we're like just outside of Sacramento, California. Like, I'm not. The funny thing is like I'll meet White Sox fans like everywhere, and they're everywhere. It's so weird. I thought that when I came over, when I got traded to the White Sox, like, yeah, it's in Chicago, but it's more considered like the smaller market of Chicago. But now that we're playing well and winning, it's like, wow, okay, they're coming out the woodwork. But yeah, this is what I do with my stories. I trail off.
It's okay. So I want to know why you're so pissed off at VRBO, because I've used them recently and they've been fine. So I want to hear why you're mad.
It's not VRBO. It's not the app. It's our experience. So as I was looking through the VRBOs and the Airbnbs and all these properties in Lake Tahoe, I was just looking for like a cabin, house, whatever, something nice near the water, and found only a few pet friendly, which is fine. Weeded through those. The number one thing about all these houses in Lake Tahoe is none of them have air conditioning.
True.
You got me? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
So none of them have air conditioning. That's just a thing in Lake Tahoe. There's no air conditioning in the houses. I'm not really sure why. It gets pretty hot in the summer. I guess a lot more hot now than it ever really has before. It was like around 90 degrees when we were there in the daytime. So I was like, I'm a big AC guy. I'm thinking maybe we should go to a hotel instead. But you know what? Like, we'll open the windows. The breeze will come in off the lake. We're not really going to be in the house during the day that much anyways. We'll cool off at night. It'll be fine. Right, Kris? It'll be fine.
Nope. You should have called me ahead of time. I could have saved you the aggravation.
So we finally, after the whole accident on the highway debacle, and trek on up, pull up to the cabin. It's really nice, quaint. Like, it's in this small little neighborhood, like right off from the main road, right on the river. Or I mean, on the lake. It's very nice. Pull up, hop out of the car, grab the luggage. I open the front door and I push it open, and it was like opening the gates to hell.
What?
I open the front door and walk in, and I'm like, oh, it is hot. It is hot. God. So bad. And all the windows are closed. It's just like a heat box, stagnant air. And so I rush over to the thermostat. I see it like in the side of the living room. I rush over, and it read 97 degrees. It was only like 81 degrees outside at the time. We got there in like the early evening. We got there at like 5:36 p.m.
Oh my God.
It said 97 degrees inside of this house. And so our dog, like, I'm like, oh God, I went in before Ari. She was still like doing stuff in the car. And I'm like, I'm already panicking. Like, no, man, the All-Star break's like 3 days long. We can't be doing this.
Oh my God.
Oh, and so of course Ari comes in and she just starts losing it. Like she's laughing. This is ridiculous. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what do we do? What do we do? And I text like the property manager or whatever. I'm like, hey, it's like 96 degrees in here. Uh, what do you got? I've never been in something like this in my life. Like open the windows, fans, like is it going to cool off? And she just texted back like this canned response. So there's fans in the closets. Okay. And our dog, we bring our dog in, and within 15 seconds of being inside of that heat box, our dog is panting and like laying on his side on the floor, just dead. And we're like, okay, I'm thinking like if we were to stay here for the next 2 days and you and me want to go out to like eat lunch or like go do something on the lake where we can't bring Louis, our dog, he will die inside of this house.
Yeah.
Like we'll come back to a dead dog. It's very morbid, but that was, I'm thinking, what the hell is this? This is terrible. And so we left and we went to a really nice hotel. And it was just wonderful after that. Got to hang out.
Did you get your money back?
I didn't even try.
See, that's when you know you're big league, when you don't even try. I would be calling them being like, God damn it. I put all this money down. I walk into a house. It's 97 degrees. You're trying to kill my dog. I get 3 days for the All-Star break. I haven't seen my wife in months. What are you going to do? And you're like, whatever. That's impressive, Lucas.
I mean, I was debating it, like all those things you just said, but I didn't want to just carry like anger. I only had that small amount of time to like kind of reset for the second half, hang out with Ari, hang out with Louis, and try and enjoy Lake Tahoe, which we ended up doing great like the next couple of days after we got out of there. But I know that with those companies, they cover their ass in so many ways.
Yeah.
I've had issues with rental properties before in the past, not through VRBO or Airbnb, but just in general.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it is hard to get money back. When you like check the boxes, and that's the thing, is like, it said no air conditioning. I knew it didn't have air conditioning. I didn't know that it was that bad. And it's like, it's definitely, in my opinion, like kind of a shitty thing for them to do,
Totally.
knowing that that house can get to those temperatures on the inside. And it's not like if you're to like go out on a hot day and it's 95 degrees, but like you're outside, like, yeah, it can be uncomfortable, but whatever. It's like inside of a box where the air doesn't move at all.
Mm.
That's really bad, really gross. So,
the last time I talked to you, I was in Arizona for our son's baseball tournament. I talked to you from a hotel, but we moved to a Airbnb for the weekend. We walked in there, and in Arizona, it's 111 degrees.
mm-hmm.
Air conditioning blasting. It was like an ice box. It was so nice. Our people, we had a completely different experience. So I feel badly for you. Did you pick up a baseball while you were there?
So when we were driving back to our home after our Tahoe trip, I stopped by my facility I work at in Sacramento and played some light catch. That's it.
Got it. I didn't know if Ari had to throw on the gear, maybe catch a bullpen.
No, it's not for her.
Has she ever done that?
Oh yeah, we've played, especially in quarantine. We like made up this baseball game we played in the backyard during the COVID quarantine. It was played with PVC pipe and a tennis ball or multiple tennis balls because we would hit too many dingers. And so, yeah, I mean, I had this net I was actually throwing baseballs into, but we used that as like the strike zone. And we had a whole system of like, it was kind of like over the line mixed in with like wiffle ball.
Fun.
But not played with a wiffle ball, played with a tennis ball. And then Louis could be involved sometimes. Louis would be the all-time fielder.
Sure.
And so it was like you hit the ball and then we'd like sometimes start a clock or whatever. And if like Louis was able to go and retrieve the ball within X amount of seconds, then it would be an out.
Got it. Better range, Louis or Tim Anderson?
Oh, I'd have to give it. I'm going to give it to TA because TA will take a direct route to the ball, whereas Louis has just as much speed, agility, and explosiveness as anyone, but he can get distracted and doesn't necessarily take the best route to the ball.
Lucas, you just legitimately broke down your dog fielding grounders. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
So you came out of the gates in the second half and threw your best game of the year against the Houston Astros. Do you think it was coincidence or not that you had the ability to recharge and then took down what is arguably the best lineup in baseball?
It was definitely not coincidence. I felt like I just kind of needed that little pick me up. Had a really, really good time over the All-Star break, as short as it is, and had some really good conversations with Ari about baseball and life. And I just felt like I kind of came back into the second half in a much better spot mentally. And so I felt very prepared to go and have a good game. My first one back.
Did she give you, because you've talked about how much you share with her and how much she tends to get you back to center, if you will. Can you share with us a conversation? Did she say, hey, listen, you might be overthinking all of this. Just go play baseball.
Somewhat. I mean, most of the conversations were just generally about mental health, not necessarily baseball.
Got it.
I feel like sometimes I attach too much of my self-worth as a human to my baseball playing ability, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I understand that. Like you want to be great at what you do, and it's why you're really, really good. And I mean, I think we all do to a degree. Do you think that?
Oh, hell yeah. No, I agree 100%. I think that if you're going to be like the best or really, really good, you want to be in the top X percentile of your job, career, whatever it is you do, then you have to care a lot. And you have to, I mean, kind of in a sense, like attach some of your self-worth to that success. But I feel like sometimes for me, it can get a little unhealthy. And if it's not going so great, I need to be able to like put things into perspective. That's why I'm envious of teammates sometimes that their wives live with them and they have kids already, and they play every single day or once every 5, starting pitcher or whatever. And after the game, whether they did well or didn't do well, they go home and there's their wife and their children, and their children don't give a shit if dad went 0 for 4, 3 for 5. And it's like, all right, cool. Like back to life. For me, a lot of the time, it's like Groundhog Day, and you're doing the same thing every day, and then I'm going back home to an empty apartment or the hotel room, and then I'm thinking about it instead of being able to just be like, Ari, if like I'm with her full time, she wouldn't be like about that. Oh, let's analyze your pitching performance from 2 days ago again. No, that's not going to happen. So
it makes perfect sense. That's a big thing. I've wondered about that with you. It's got to be right. I mean, it's hard. Like, I feel for you and Ari.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I'm not like asking for sympathy because like this is the life we chose.
I get it, man. But you're married. Like, you want to be together, and you guys are both pursuing excellence in your particular fields, and it's going to happen. But it doesn't. Yes, people who are listening to this are going to say, "Well, Lucas Giolito makes millions doing what he does, and his wife Ari is pursuing becoming a kick-ass vet." Like, but at the same time, we can have sympathy for you because it's not easy.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, but that's like that makes it fun though. Yeah, I definitely welcome the challenge. I think it's a lot of fun. Uh even the like not so fun parts, like a bad game, you learn from it. It's going to get you better in the long run. It's going to make you tougher, and you learn about okay, so this is kind of what happened in that inning when I gave up this and that. All right, cool. Like on the next one, I'll make sure to stay with whatever the mantra is for that day. So yeah, I think that it's I don't know, I think it's really cool, but very challenging at times. And I just really appreciated the All-Star break this year, more so than I ever have. Yeah.
Hey guys, something that's not always easy to talk about, ED. But you know what? It shouldn't be. And thanks to GetRoman.com/Rose, our buddies over at Roman can help you out. What they do is a free consultation. If medication is required, it's free 2-day shipping right to your house. So all you do is talk over the phone. You're going to get a special consultant who's going to take care of you, get a treatment plan together, and they take care of all forms of ED out there. Listen, if you need a little help, that's nothing to shy away from, but sometimes it's difficult to talk to people, but the people at GetRoman.com/Rose are there to help you out. In fact, if you use the code word Rose on GetRoman.com, now you're going to get $15 off your first offer. $15. So we're here to save you money and also tackle an issue. It's as simple as picking up the phone. And also reach out to GetRoman.com. Use the keyword Rose, and off you go. All right. So did you watch the All-Star game or no?
I saw some clips, but I didn't watch it. I thought it was hilarious. Hilarious. They decided to put a mic on Liam. I don't know what they were asking for. If they were like, yeah, we definitely want to get fined by the FCC.
For those people who have not heard the clip of Liam Hendriks, here you go. Enjoy the sounds.
God damn it! God damn it!
Oh gosh.
I love how, like, it's, I don't know, it's probably, I don't know where they put the mic, probably like in the middle of the uni.
Mm-hmm.
And so you hear like a little bit of the background noise of a baseball game, but not as much as you usually do on a broadcast. It's like a little awkward, and you hear his breathing, and it's the, like, he throws a pitch, a little grunt, God damn it, God damn it, fucking finish it. Shit cracks me up, man. What are you doing? Liam said, they asked me to do it. And I said, are you sure you want me? You want me to be the guy to be mic'd up in the game? They're like, yes. Okay. I tried to warn you.
All they had to do was tune into the second episode of the Rose rotation that we had with you and Liam Hendriks, and they would have known that he will expand your 4-letter vocabulary.
Yeah, he's Australian.
It was a thing of beauty. And by the way, for all those people who are like, "Oh my God, what do I tell my kids?" Like, stop with that. It's 2021, so you hear the word "fuck." Big deal. It's okay.
Did people actually get upset?
Some people. I think it's a smaller and smaller percentage each time. But man, if we're
Karens.
trying to get young people into the game, I would keep running that clip 24/7.
The Karens.
All right, so let's
Star Wars Episode 2, Attack the Karen.
let's see how your teammates did on the purple carpet, is what we called it out in Denver. Here's Tim Anderson with his lovely wife. I loved her dress.
Oh, yeah.
Carlos Rodon and his young family. And there's your boy Liam.
Wait. I got to switch the view so I can see. My bad.
Yeah. Okay, we'll run it again for you. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Bria killed it. Oh, Ashley and Willow. There's Christy. Lance. I saw little Lance. Oh, yeah. There's Lance and his whole big family. Beautiful.
Did Lance Lynn have to rent a suit for the occasion, or did he already have one?
No, Lance is definitely, he's very show, but like in a low-key way.
Yeah.
He's got some suits, he cleans it up. It's just the right time and place. He does what he wants.
Got it. I love it. Girl dad through and through. He's got 3 lovely little girls. That is a great picture. If you're just doing this audio only, come on over to our YouTube channel so you can check it out. TA, is he flashy or no? Because I thought he went fairly conservative.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe for his first one, he was like, I'm gonna put on the suit. It's still like it's kind of like an olive green.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little more of like a modern look. He's got like the tighter pants, and it looks like he's wearing sneakers. He's probably wearing like, I don't know, some Balmains or something like that.
Yeah, look good. Rodon, I thought was interesting.
It's a good look.
Yeah, no, his wife is stunning. Rodon's the guy who must wear a White Sox hat and a 55 jersey out in public just so I know who it is, because I don't think I would have pegged him.
Oh, you wouldn't have recognized him?
Yeah, I think he's a guy that would blend in pretty well. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I was happy for him, particularly after what happened with him in the offseason. I think it was great. He was one of the great stories of the first half. And then Liam Hendriks looks like Liam Hendriks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not his first rodeo.
No. God, he enjoys life. So I brought that up about Rodon. Do you get, like, can you walk in Chicago?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You can, without being recognized.
Yeah. I'll get called Kris Bryant before Lucas Giolito, like, multiple times.
Kris Bryant. It's interesting, just because you're 6'5".
Do you see it? That's what people say I look like. They're like, "Oh, you look like Kris Bryant." I have a much bigger face than Kris Bryant.
You would have to taper the beard significantly to be.
Oh, yeah. It's getting thick this year.
Have you ever tried to carry out the conversation as though you were Kris Bryant?
No. Oh my God. I can't do improv, man. Like that kind of stuff. I would fumble it so quick.
You come from an acting family.
I know. Everyone says that, and I'm no good at it.
Well,
I'm too earnest. Like I'm a terrible liar, like really bad. Just ask Ari. I've tried. Doesn't work. And so, acting is like kind of like lying.
Right.
And so I would just get nervous, and then they'd ask something where I don't know what to say, and I'm not quick-witted enough to just think of something. Whoa, what would Kris Bryant say right here in 3 seconds before the person's like, you got something wrong with you?
So with the lying, I don't want to delve too much into this because it's dangerous territory, but let's say that Ari said it, hey, do you like this outfit on me? Would you have to be honest, or could you say, even if it's not an ideal outfit, because sometimes, whatever, the outfit's not perfect, could you lie your way through it?
So I've tried to lie. It doesn't work. Ari, I remember, I don't know if we were going to a wedding, and she was sending me pictures of dresses that she was like, oh, like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And it was just like dresses on the models from the internet, right? Just sending me a bunch. I'm like, ooh, that one's great. That looks good. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I was saying that every single one looked good because I don't really have a clue in women's fashion. I don't really have a clue in men's fashion either. I just try and fake it sometimes. And so she's sending me dress after dress after dress. And then she sent me one particular one. And I don't know if I was at the point where I wasn't really fully paying attention anymore, or I was just trying to be nice and be like, yeah, everything's great. It would all look good on you. Sent me one dress that was particularly horrible. And I didn't even notice really it was that bad when she initially sent it. And I just fired back, oh yeah, great. I think that's a good option. That looks good too. And she just sends me back like, LMFAO, you're so full of shit. Like, this is the ugliest dress. I've been spending 20 minutes specifically to find the ugliest dress just to send to you, and you still say it looks good. Like, it was like this big purple poofy something, I don't know. And so, yeah, I mean, I just try and be like relatively honest without being a dick. Like, just don't be an asshole. Give your opinion. Don't be a doormat.
Yeah, you can't go on cruise control. That's when wives, in my opinion, really get pissed off. So what I would say is, like, I've gotten to the point, we're going to be married 24 years in September, where if she puts something on that she got from Amazon or something, she puts it on. I said, yeah, it's not fitting right. It's not fitting right. She's like, really? I said, it has nothing to do with your body. It's not fitting right. That's what I said. I didn't say, my God, you're hideous. I said, it's not fitting right. Don't you want it to fit right? She's like, yes. I said, right. So go a size smaller. It is not fitting. It is too baggy on you. It's like, oh, okay. If you always play the too baggy card, that means it's totally the outfit and not her. But then again, my wife has a smoke show and she just turned 53 the other day. It's ridiculous. I don't know what she's doing with me. I don't know. So there. That's my husbandly
I feel like
advice. There. Take that. Hey, it wasn't all that long ago that Lucas Giolito was a top prospect in baseball. And if you want to find out all about the kids that are making their way to the show, tune into Farm to Fame. That's right. It's another podcast available on the JOMBOY Media family. Former Major League pitcher, my buddy Pete Moylan, and journalist Kelsey Wingert. They bring you all the best on the kids, how they're doing on the farm, and what it means for your favorite team moving forward. So also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Farm to Fame. It's that simple. If you want to know about the kids that are going to become major leaguers or might be used as trade bait for the next big name in the world, it is Farm to Fame. Thanks for tuning into that. And here's more of the Kris Rose rotation. I do want to roll a clip. You talked about you don't have improv skills. You don't have the ability to lie to people. A few years ago, the White Sox marketing team took you out to the concourse to run.
I was so bad at it.
This is really good at it. So this is you running the ball machine where you can throw pitches to see how fast you clock in. So this is Lucas in disguise, wearing a wig under a White Sox hat. Let's see how it went.
See what you got. Give it a running start. Headshot. He didn't listen to my advice. He's had a pretty nice year. Who's your favorite pitcher this year? Dylan Cease. How come?
He's just a good guy. I like his attitude.
Yeah, he loves yoga. Big meditation guy. Yeah, it's good stuff. And you said Dylan Cease.
I'm sorry. I was trying to blank on your name. I'm so sorry.
So for people that couldn't follow along, the first lady was asked, "Who's your favorite pitcher?" And she goes, "Giolito." And Lucas just gives a nice little smirk because she doesn't know she's talking to Lucas Giolito.
I feel like they all knew.
Well, you were sitting down, so that took away the vertical part of the equation.
Yeah, I want to do that again, but go into full, like, get makeup for 40 minutes, train my lines, and do it like that was like pregame. It was like a whole, it was like a whole fan experience. So I feel like some people had an idea of what was going on. There were definitely people that had no clue and never had a clue, like didn't even interact with me really. They're like, just give me the ball. I want to throw it, One guy showed up hammer drunk it was like pregame night game. So it was like 5 p.m. just out of his mind drunk, comes up. He's just staring at me. He's like, I like he thinks that he knows what's going on, but at the same time, he's out of his mind. And it got a little uncomfortable, and then he got escorted away. They cut that from the video.
How badly did you want to grab a ball and like throw 94 on the spot?
Ooh.
That's what I wanted you to do.
I couldn't, because the whole reason I was doing something like that is because my season was towards the end of the year. My season was over with a lat injury.
Oh, got it. Okay. That wasn't going to happen then. Next time you do it, I want you to chuck one. Just,
those speed pitch things. That's like the worst thing you can do if you're an aspiring baseball player. Just you're completely cold, you're at a baseball game eating junk food and drinking beer, or if you're under 21, you're a kid, you're drinking soda, eating cotton candy, and you just grab a baseball and throw it as hard as you can a couple times without any warm up, nothing.
Let's just say that thing has ended more careers than jump started.
Probably.
Oh man, but it was funny. I thought you did great. I thought you did really well. It was funny. It was very funny. So you've got a road trip coming up in the near future. You are going to be playing the New York Yankees in the Field of Dreams game.
Right now, it's looking like Dylan Cease might be getting that one.
Is that good or bad?
I like selfishly, if I pitch the game, great, like, all right, cool. But like, if I had a choice, I think I would want to not pitch so I can like just experience it all. Because if I'm pitching, the whole experience is going right out the window. I mean, I'm going to be doing my normal preparation, going out there. You got to treat it like a big league game, because it is. I mean, it counts. If I'm not pitching, I'm gonna be right there with the fans. Like, whoa, this is different. This is super crazy and random. Like, we're in the middle of the Iowa cornfields right now.
Do you want to? Because right now, I don't know exactly if they're going to put a fence up, because right now all I've seen are promo shots.
No, there's a fence. Yeah.
I think we ought to have the corn. Just corn's in play.
I said the same thing, Kris. I said the same damn thing. Just a wall of corn, no no fence to indicate home runs, just a wall of corn. And then if a guy hits it in the corn, the outfielders are going in there.
So you could retrieve what would be a home run in a regular park. If you can find it in corn aisle 6, you play it, you run it out and let's play it.
I mean, yeah. So it's like Eloy comes up, hits an absolute tank, 450 feet dead center into the corn. He's got to run because Brett Gardner is going to be going like this through the corn, looking for that baseball. If he picks it up, he's just going to chuck it out of the cornfields onto the field to play. And so if Eloy wants his home run, he still has a good chance at it, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to find that baseball. But just in case, you got to go. I think that would make it so freaking funny.
Would it be better if when you guys are on defense that Shoeless Joe is dressed up and in the corn as an extra defender?
Shoeless Joe Jackson?
Okay, he's not going to be living. Work with me, Lucas. It's going to be some fictitious guy dressed up as Shoeless
like an
Joe.
Actor?
Yeah, let's put it in there.
And does he just like run around the field and like doesn't mess with anything?
He's going to be, I'm putting him in the corn. It's going to be Ray Liotta. He's obviously a heavy smoker. Ray Liotta used to be. I don't know if he can cover any ground in the corn, but what the heck? We're in.
So you're just saying like, it reminds me of like Knott's Berry Farm during Halloween.
Yes. Starts plucking away Yankees outfielders and White Sox outfielders. Guys are going to be disappearing. We're turning this into a horror flick.
I'm going to make them look like zombies. That's so messed up.
Are guys excited about the game, or is it an annoyance because it's kind of in the middle, or is it kind of cool because it breaks things up?
Well, we get paid extra for it, which is cool.
Oh,
of course.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then I think anytime MLB does something like this and, two teams go to a location to play, whether it be London or Williamsport or Japan, you're going to have players that are like, this is awesome, this is the best. And you're going to have players that aren't about it. Everyone has their preferences. Like for me, I'm about it because I'm all about anything to break up the monotony. Our hope is that it doesn't rain at all and we don't have to like stay in Iowa. I think that we would be I think they were saying Cedar Rapids. Does that sound like it's close enough?
Hey man, all I know from Iowa is that I was in the Music Man. So all I know are the names of the cities: Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marchtown, Mason City, Keokuk, Ames, Clear Lake, but I have no idea where they are. It's one of the states I've never been to. So.
I know nothing. I think Iowa might be like 50 out of 50 for me, like in the back of like knowledge about this state. And so
this is great.
And it's also a state I've never been in my life. So check another one off the list. Are we looking at Google Maps of Cedar Rapids to the field?
Yeah,
it's about an hour.
Producer extraordinaire Robbie Scirocco has put it up. Robbie, open your mic so you can tell us. I can't see my old eyes.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah, it says about an hour 15.
Yeah, so that's where we would stay if we were to have a rain out. Otherwise, it might be like a fly in, fly out, same day kind of deal. So yeah, I mean, I'm about it. That's my opinion. I think it will be interesting. I'm looking forward to just a different experience. I'm a bit of a fan of the movie, so it'll be cool.
Has Tony La Russa organized movie night where you all are going to watch Field of Dreams as a team together?
No. I think most guys have seen Field of Dreams. But I'd categorize Field of Dreams as like the least baseball movie.
And why is that?
Because it's about like JD Salinger. It's not even about baseball. It's like kind of about baseball, I guess.
Does it bother
I don't
you
know.
as much as me when they say at the end, when Costner says to his dad who's come back, "Hey, Dad, want to have a catch?"
There's some cringy lines in it, like all throughout. That is kind of, that did make my skin crawl a little bit.
It didn't ruin the movie for me because I still cried walking out of the theater, but I have never in my life to either of my sons say, "Hey, you want to have a catch?" Because they would have looked at me and
it's
they're like,
it's play catch or
"Man, what the
throw.
fuck are you asking me to do? Who wants to have a catch? I want to have dinner later, but I would like to play catch with you. I don't say, would you like to play dinner?" You know,
maybe it's like a Midwestern thing, like pop and soda. You know,
it's not. I'm from the Midwest.
Catch.
I am from the Midwest. Not once did I say to my dad, or not once have my kids said to me, "Hey, want to have a catch?" Never.
My least favorite part of the movie is when, I don't know if it's a son or daughter, little kid, like 6-year-old, 8-year-old kid,
daughter,
gets pushed off the bleachers by the evil
uncle.
Pushes her off the bleachers and she falls on the ground
and
it's
on the
like
hot dog.
It's just like the most awkward. I don't know. It's like they're like, the writers are like, oh, there has to be like and that's what they went with.
Yeah. I think it was
awkward and strange.
Yeah, no, it was. It was more. I think it wasn't a. Yeah, I guess he did kind of push her a little bit, like she was annoying him and whatever, and she choked on the hot dog, and yeah, that was a little rough. But for the most part, we can agree it was an enjoyable 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, all the stuff when he goes out to he's driving and goes up to, where is he, in Boston, and he's like knocking on his door. All those scenes I really enjoyed.
Yeah, we just played the clip again, and
there it is.
He had picked up his niece, and for whatever reason, because she was frustrating him, and Costner grabs her, and she falls out of the hands and falls, and now she's choking.
But when they have the like top down shot of her just laying there dead, oh my god!
Why are we laughing at that? That is horrible. That is just. Let's move on to better things.
Yeah, sorry.
No. It was good. I'm happy you're taking us through
this
all
is
this
a
stuff.
family show.
Well, not really. I don't know what we are. We're not going to label ourselves. So we are going to do a Field of Dreams quiz right now. It is the corn-y edition. So our producer, editor extraordinaire, Robbie Scirocco, we're going to ping pong questions back and forth. Lucas, I guess we'll start with you. But if you don't get it, the other person can steal the point. Does this all make sense?
Okay, and it's all related to the movie?
Yes, correct.
Oh, man, I haven't seen the movie in like 8 years.
Me neither. I did not go back and watch this, even though I organized a segment. I don't know anything about the questions. Let's see how our intern extraordinaire, Alden Stone, did with the questions. Robbie Scirocco, take it away.
All right. First question, Lucas. In what Iowa city can the Field of Dreams be found?
I have no idea. Des Moines.
Wrong.
Obviously.
Is it Davenport?
No, wrong. It does start with a D. If that is any
Dubuque?
clue. Nope.
Dunganese?
It is in Dyersville, Iowa.
Dyersville.
Yes, on the Lansing family farm.
Yeah, I've heard that so many times over the last few weeks, and it just didn't stick.
Okay.
So what I heard is that the field is actually built with 2 farms. There's it's like split between two farms, and apparently both farms are going to have their own setups for like souvenirs and whatnot on either side.
Interesting. It's going to be fascinating. Can't wait. All right. Yeah. So this next question's for me, Robbie.
That is right. All right. Ray Kinsella stands on his property and hears a voice whispering to him. What does the voice say?
If you build it, you will come.
That's a layup.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was a layup. I don't know why I got that one so easy. Better give him an easy one.
Next one. What are the other two things the voice says throughout the movie that are whispered to Ray Kinsella?
Oh God, I don't remember.
He should get a point for each one.
Okay.
If you build it, they will come. Man. Oh, I can like see it, but I can't remember. I'm so bad at this.
I know one of them.
Figures one out during a PTA meeting. If that helps.
Can I help him out?
I don't have it.
Go the distance.
That is one. That is one. And the one before that.
Get more popcorn.
No.
Oh.
Wrong.
You didn't whisper get more popcorn?
No.
That's usually what I was doing. What was the other one?
Ease his pain.
Ease his pain. Oh my God.
Oh.
Ease his pain and go the distance.
All right.
All right.
Next one.
I want to give Lucas another crack. I'm going to pass on my question.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to go over here.
No.
All right. All right, Lucas. Which dead baseball player is not allowed to play with the others?
Shoeless Joe.
Wrong.
Ty Cobb, because he was such an asshole.
Correct. Ty Cobb.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Nobody liked him anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this
Yeah,
one.
Shoeless Joe got to do a lot, actually.
Yes, he did.
Whoops.
It's all right. It's okay.
All right. Well, I guess this one will be to Kris then.
No. We're going to keep sending Lucas. We're going to get Lucas a point. I want to have him feeling good about this.
All right. Sounds good. What did Shoeless Joe Jackson tell Ty Cobb to do when they were kind of going back and forth?
What did Shoeless Joe Jackson tell Ty Cobb to do?
Or how did he tell him off? I guess is a better way of phrasing it.
Jeez, that's a hard one.
I don't know. Go back in the corn. I have no idea.
He told him to stick it.
Stick it. My God.
Yeah, I feel like I could have watched the movie last night and I still wouldn't get most of these.
Is there one Lucas is definitely going to get, Rob? Are there any easier?
No shot.
I mean, what do you think? What was the original name of the movie? Or who was the
I think it was Shoeless Joe. Wasn't it called Shoeless
correct.
Joe?
Yes, it was.
Well, that's what the book
really?
was called, I believe. Did you ever read the book, Lucas?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. And last question. What teams were playing in the baseball game that Kevin Costner took James Earl Jones to go watch?
Ooh.
Red Sox and it was at Fenway.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think
Red
it was
Sox Yankees.
I think it was a division rival of Lucas's. I think it was the Twins.
Wrong. It was.
They went to a baseball game and filmed during a baseball game.
It
correct?
was at Fenway. Yes, correct. And it was the Red Sox and A's.
A's.
Oh, okay.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's up.
Alden did a really good job.
He sure did. He stumped us.
Yeah.
Wow, Alden. You should use this part on your college application process. Way to stump two morons. That was nice. Now we're gonna have to watch it again. Jeez. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
All right.
Tough.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough, but it was I'm excited for you, by the way. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. Hopefully we win and there's funnel cake, and what other farm things?
You are such a Californian. It's amazing.
I want some, yeah, I want some corn on the cob for sure. They'll
Right.
have that.
Mhm.
I like elote though, being from California. You know what elote is?
A latte?
Elote.
I have no idea.
So it's corn on the cob, or shaved off the cob. It's a Mexican dish, I believe. I could be wrong. It's a Latin dish of some kind, but it's like shaved corn or corn on the cob with like a bunch of peppers and stuff, and
Okay.
and it's like there's like a mayonnaise based cream sauce, and it's like a whole thing, and then you put like the cojita or cotija cheese on top.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like an appetizer at like Mexican restaurants.
For a guy who
How have
hasn't
you
eaten
not?
today, this is amazing. Sounds so good.
I know I haven't eaten yet either, and it sounds really good.
I know. Have you had your cup of coffee?
No, I'm good.
I just started getting into coffee. 50 years old, never drank it in my life.
Are
My
you
wife-
serious?
Seriously. So now I'm into the iced vanilla latte with an extra pump of vanilla. I can't get away from it.
Ugh,
What? What do you mean?
no.
Ugh.
Extra pump of vanilla. It's already filled with sugar and vanilla and milk. You need more?
It's no milk. I put almond milk in it.
Okay, so it's a nut milk, but still, I drink. I like to drink like cold brew, just black, or if I do want a sweet coffee drink, my go-to is a mocha. But I get an extra shot of espresso, and I'll like be like, hey, can you like cut the chocolate in half? Like if you squeeze chocolate sauce for like 5 seconds, make it 2 seconds.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
like a light. I prefer when it's like a light, if you're gonna get the sugary or like a sweet taste, I think lighter, because I don't know, it's just like a good complement to the taste of the espresso or whatever it may be, coffee, as opposed to like completely dominating it. And then you can kind of appreciate like, oh, this espresso was like gross and not very good. Or you go to another spot and you get a whatever, and the espresso's like high quality, you'll notice, and it'll be very good.
Well, I am willing to expand my range, my coffee range. So I'm willing, you got to text me the whole order, because I don't have the mental capacity to do exactly what you said, unless I listen to this 12 times and I still won't understand it. So I have to have
I'm
the
not
order.
I'm not an aficionado by any means. I just don't personally, everyone's different, right?
Right.
I just don't like when coffee drinks are too sweet. Like for a sweet drink, I like those, you ever have like what do they call it? Like bubble tea in like Koreatown and stuff.
Interesting.
I like tea or a juice. Those are always sweet.
I'm a water guy strictly, unless I'm drinking alcohol for a given evening. I'm water. I can't believe I've started to drink coffee, but I'm going to expand.
Did you take in caffeine in a different form
Nope.
prior to coffee?
Never been a soda guy ever. Nothing. I used to drink apple juice as a kid. That was it. Just boring. Water, alcohol.
Wow.
It.
That's I don't know how you've gone this far without caffeine.
I don't know.
Man.
And I look this shitty. Could you imagine if I put soda in this body too on top of it? Oh my God. Let's get to the wheel of
soda.
modern things.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're moving on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't do the soda talk anymore. I've moved.
I'm not a big soda guy either.
Tripping.
What is
I think
it?
we've done that one with you. Tripping.
Tripping.
Yeah. The next trip you go on with Ari is going to be where?
Ooh. The next trip I go on with Ariana.
It could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be planned already. But if you could pick,
Yeah, we have nothing planned. We can never plan anything this far in advance. It's so funny. Like, I'm gonna trail off again. It's so funny. Do normal people, when let's say, oh, we're planning a vacation, how far in advance are you buying the flight and hotel? Like, what's standard?
well, it's situational, right? If you've got kids, you have to do it in advance because they're school issues and stuff like that. But you're a young married couple with Louie, and that's it, right? And you can get somebody to take care of the dog. So it's just the two of you. So as long as there's hotel availability, I mean, you still have to book it a month in advance, minimum.
Oh, I don't think I've booked a flight a month in advance in years. Ever, maybe.
God. I can't believe this.
A month in advance. Oh my God.
Minimum.
See, I can't
book
believe it on the other side.
when my son went to college for the first time. He went in Ohio. I booked not only his flight to school, I booked it for Thanksgiving. I booked it for Christmas 6 months in advance.
How do you do that?
Oh,
I'd be panicking. Like, what if something happens and I want to fly the next day? Like, I generally will get flights a week in advance or so, a few days in advance. Just because, like, you'll go back and forth. What time am I trying to fly, and this and that. Yeah, like my flight home from I had to fly from Baltimore, but I had to take the only direct flight was from the Dulles airport in DC. So I had to drive to DC and then get on a flight that went to Sacramento. We did that. Now we have a fantastic travel secretary. Shout out Eddie Casson for all the help over the years. But yeah, we did that. I want to say 7 or 8 days prior. Okay. And then I booked that beautiful VRBO experience 2 days prior.
2 days. I cannot believe that.
2 or 3 days, maybe. Yeah.
I did mine for Arizona 2 months in advance, at least. Maybe I'll I'll shift into that when I get older. Yeah. I
don't know. I was talking with Ari about it. She was like, some of my friends, they were talking about like getting flights to go home or something on some break. And they're like, oh yeah, I had to make sure to get them. And Ari's like, isn't that in like 3 months? And they're like, yeah. And Ari's like, oh my God, no way.
As long as you two are in the same boat. I'm a panicker.
We're in the same boat. Like with that stuff, we're completely in the same boat.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to second guess myself.
Don't second guess yourself.
But the thing is, like, when you look at the prices of flights, it's like people will buy flights early because they want to save money, right? But so it's like, okay, cool. I buy 5 months in advance. It's so much cheaper than if I were to buy it at this point, a month in advance or 3 weeks in advance. But when you get to like 3 days in advance, it's going down and you're saving some money.
Guess what? I'm going to laugh at you the day you try and book 3 days in advance and there's no seats. You just remember it. It's going to happen one point in your life. I'm not rooting for it to happen. I like you too much.
I would never do it for like a real vacation. Like when we went to Hawaii a couple of years ago, I did that. I probably did that like a month in advance.
Okay, good.
I think a true vacation I'll do like a month in advance.
Okay, I'm with you. With that being said, we never answered. Where are you going?
Oh man,
Pick one place you want to go.
I always want to go back to Hawaii, but for the sake of trying something new, I'd like to go to Europe for like a heritage trip, if that makes sense. I want to go to northern Italy and see the Giolitos up there.
Oh,
And then Ari and I could go to Eastern Europe and see the Dubelcos out there.
wow.
And we've looked at, I mean, I'm like somewhat familiar with like the area where my family, my Italian side of my family is originally from. And it's like super beautiful, like wine country, northern Italy, southern France. And Ari, I want to say that her family did one of those like DNA things. So they got like pretty specific with it. And she was looking at some photos of like the villages and stuff that her family members, distant family members are living in. And those areas are super beautiful as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so just kind of go meet some people, do that kind of stuff. And then on the side, we could go to like Greece or, wherever else. And yeah, that would be a fun trip.
I like it. That's good thinking. Good thinking. Homework, you get a pass. You had a bad experience with the VRBO. It's okay that you didn't do your stuff with your animals. Quite all right. Next time don't worry about that. But this one,
I have plenty of photos and video. I can send some photos and videos of the animals.
Okay, well, we'll share it for next time. But this next one, as long as you do not pitch in Iowa, this is a must because we want to be taken inside. I want you and Hendriks to take a field trip through the corn and video it and have him explain what the hell he's walking through.
Oh, I think there's a corn maze. They're setting up a maze.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take us through the corn maze.
I'll try and video document like much of my experience there.
Yeah. Because
including going through the corn with Liam. I think that would be fun.
I think you guys would enjoy it. Why not? I mean, who hasn't gone through a corn maze in Iowa with an Aussie? Really?
I don't know. I might be the first.
Might
be the first.
I think that would be part of
corn maze experience. We did a corn maze in the off season. There's like a couple corn mazes near Davis. And we went to this one and it said like the biggest corn maze in America. Like they had that going for it. It was insane. We were in that thing for hours. There's checkpoints.
Were you scared?
Crazy. No.
I'm sorry.
There was a lot of people. It wasn't scary. It was like I was like doing a puzzle. It was like doing one of those I don't even remember what they're called, maze puzzles.
Okay.
On paper, but in real life.
It's interesting. Except you're the guinea pig in it.
It was massive. Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
I got a little corn maze experience, so I'll probably dominate this one in Iowa. That's what I'm expecting. Because it doesn't look that challenging, to be honest.
You can use that in arbitration, by the way. I dominate corn mazes. Put that one up there. Forget about your performance first game out against the Astros after the break. I am a dominant corn maze guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll go a long way.
If there's high walls and you just have to walk and figure it out, like I'm your guy.
You can actually peek over the corn. You're that
Ari
tall.
kept trying to cheat. She wanted to go through the corn. She's like, "Oh, let's go this way." I'm like, "No. We're gonna do this right."
Oh my gosh. No. We're not doing that. She's probably cheating on her. She's shortchanging herself on those vet tests too. Let's just cut right to the
Oh.
answers. No. You go through the hard stuff. I don't expect her to do that either.
She's on a externship at a shelter right now. She last week, 5 days, she did 19 neuters and spays. She's getting some like real experience now. It's really cool.
I almost called you because we had to take our dog to the emergency room. Seriously, I almost called you. I was going to say, can I get Ari's number? I need to be talked off the ledge here a little bit. I almost did it.
Did you take your dog to the emergency room or call a vet or?
Yeah, she got checked out. She's all good. Just needed a little medication, but I was a little freaked out. We were going on the road the next day. So I was like, the only vet I know is Lucas's wife. Do I call her?
Yeah.
I actually asked Michelle that. So.
Yeah, Ari gets a lot of those. And generally the response is like, take the dog to the vet. If you're not certain that it will be okay. Yeah. Or at least call your vet and if they're available and see what's going on.
Yep. But it was a Sunday, so I was just kind of caught in a tricky place. But
yeah, you have to go to had to go to an emergency place or whatever.
But they were very good. They got me in and out in about 90 minutes, and I was very thankful. And Sydney is doing well. So there you go.
Wonderful. Glad to hear that.
Thank you. Keep doing your thing, my man. I appreciate you giving us a little bit of time today. Your trip to Iowa is going to be a blast. Have fun.
Can't wait.
And if you ever, I know you say it's, boring and you go back to your apartment. If you ever need to FaceTime, I'm here for you. I just want to tell you.
Thanks, Kris. Appreciate it.
We're family here at the Kris Rose Rotation.
Oh, yeah.
You know that.
Hell yeah.
Big shout out to our guys, Robbie Scirocco and Alden Stone, for putting that fantastic quiz together. My God, that was too tough.
Big stumper.
Yeah, but it was fun to do. And thank everybody for listening as well. Appreciate it. Lucas Giolito. We'll see you in a few weeks, and we will see you next time here on the Kris Rose Rotation, a production of JOMBOY Media.